Hi, I'm Suresh Venkat. This is FaceTime with Chip Wagner, CEO of Alsbridge, an outsourcing advisory and consultancy firm. Mr. Wagner, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for having me.
We had outsourcing, we had nearshoring, we had offshoring, a whole alphabet soup of acronyms to describe the word outsourcing. What's the next wave in the outsourcing industry?
Well, I think the next wave is labor automation. It'll be the removal of labor altogether.
Okay.
Labor arbitrage has been the game, and now it'll be removing labor. Autonomics is the expression.
Okay. A lot of people who are worried for jobs around the world are going to be a little concerned when you say labor automation. How would you address those concerns?
Well, there's the lower end or the more repetitive process has always been what's been automated, and so people will have to move upstream in their capability. But you know, it's funny, many people foretold the death of the IT industry when outsourcing came along, but look at it today. The IT industry is thriving.
And people are moving up the value chain.
Exactly.
Be that as it may, outsourcing is always a political hot potato between countries, between retaining jobs in a country versus shipping them to perhaps another location where it can be done more efficiently and everybody is better off. How do you deal with the political concerns of outsourcing?
Well, again, I think that it comes down to the jobs that are most easily moved to other parts of the world where the best economic equation fits. I mean, it's really survival of the fittest, Darwinian in a lot of ways. There are opportunities for people to retrain, opportunities for them to move up the value chain and become more useful to their companies, and let the jobs that will go to India go ahead and do that.
And yet many political commentators and technology commentators around the world are talking about the rise of economic nationalism as a threat to outsourcing, to business in general and outsourcing in particular. Do you see that as a serious threat, economic nationalism?
It certainly is a threat. I mean, you can see some of the visa issues that have occurred in the United States, and certainly the current administration is looking at outsourcing as a threat to the economy and is sort of posturing against it to some degree. So there's no question that economic nationalism is a threat to the industry.
Does it worry you greatly?
No, because I think it'll find its equilibrium.
Economic logic will prevail over the
it always has.
Over jingoistic nationalism.
Always has, yes.
All right, let me talk about the outsourcing industry per se. Tell us about the next wave of innovation, social, mobile, analytics and cloud. How is this changing the outsourcing industry itself?
Well, it's an outstanding dynamic for the industry because the enterprises have no idea how to contend with these things. So those that are in this industry that spend their time and their energy and their innovation dollars in figuring out what to do with social platforms, with mobility, with analytics in the cloud, will forever offer value to the clients. And that's how they separate, that's how they differentiate. And
what's going to be if I may say, the big killer app in the SMAC revolution?
I still think analytics at the end of the day. I mean, the world has been about an infinite amount of data. And what you're seeking as a business, and really what we seek almost as consumers, is the ability to analyze infinity and squeeze 2 drops of knowledge and wisdom out of that, and to know what to do with our business or with our personal
decisions. Those that can do that
decisions
are going to win the game.
Without a doubt.
Right, so big analytics is going to be a big career for many people watching this show. We have many young students in the age groups of 16 to 24 in college right now. How do I prepare myself for a career in analytics?
Well, I think you get to be extraordinary in the computer science field altogether, and certainly mathematics and the quantitative disciplines that come along with that are extremely helpful.
Anything else other than that? Personality traits? Anything else that I should develop? Intuition, knowledge?
Well, you have to be an analytical person or enjoy analytical work itself, and you have to be, I think, to some degree quantitatively minded and computer engineering minded as well.
Right. Let me ask you a question about managing your own company in what's famously called the VUCA environment: the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. How difficult is it getting to run Alsbridge?
Our business is really extremely simple. It's a people business. We're offering consultative advice. So ours is a people and taking care of our people and taking care of clients. So it's actually rather simple.
So you're not greatly affected by the VUCA environment? Is that what I should read out of this?
I don't know about that. I think obviously ambiguity and so forth, you deal with that. And as a smaller company, you know, you're maybe at the whim of some things that can cause you more difficulty than bigger companies. But it's really a people business. If you stay focused on your people and your customer, most everything else takes care of itself.
All right. My last question to you: what is Indian IT doing wrong? What could they be doing better?
I don't know that Indian IT is doing anything wrong. It's a phenomenal capability that has come into the world as the world sort of became flat, and technology and bandwidth allowed this tremendous talent that is resident in this country to prevail into markets all around the world. It's been outstanding.
Having said that, could they be doing anything better?
I should have a good answer for that, but I don't know that I have a ready-made answer for what could be done better.
Okay, that's an honest answer. Chip Wagner, thank you for talking to us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.